the long trip from Arcata, California to Cebu, the Philippines. This is a John's retirement travel blog. First, I had to get a ride to Eureka to rent a car to go south of San Francisco to the San Francisco Airport. Fortunately, the rental people were willing to pick me up in Arcata. After the 5+ hours trip to the Golden Gate Bridge, we eventually got to the San Francisco Airport. Fortunately, we checked in online because the line at the airport was way past the Korean Airlines, past the other airlines, but we could just drop our bags off at the bag drop-off place. The flight was delayed a little bit, the 12-hour flight, so we got into Incheon Airport in Seoul, Korea, around 4 a.m. So first we were looking for a place, to spend, to lay down or do something and relax. We had a 16-hour layover there. They do have places to lay down. I checked it out a lot, and all the nice places were taken. There's a few chairs around and stuff. They did have a few things to offer. Like later on, there's a massage room, there's some hot showers you can use, and places to lay down if they're not all taken. I did want to walk around the airport to see what's there, what it's like at night, and also to see if there's a better place for us. So I wanted to look around and check everything out, because I thought they would have a good lounge somewhere, and I could use my miles for the lounge. But this is the napping area they have at the airport. They did have some nice areas set aside for travelers. Unfortunately there weren't any, places to lay down still available. A lot of people were just sort of camped out there. So the night before I drove to San Francisco, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And this is the next night, which, again, I don't really sleep on planes. So it was another night without any sleep. And then we got late. We got into Cebu around midnight. This is a digital gym. I'm not sure what that really means, but it was closed anyway, so I couldn't really find out. Further down is the massage area, which they were closed to. Later they would open. And further down is where they usually have the free hot showers. Then I went down the escalator to the main area to see what was going on there. Here, as usual, they had a lot of flowers, and that airport is good for having lots of flowers. A lot of places to sit down. No one was really sitting there, napping down there, and some things for the kids to play with. And somewhere in all that, when I was walking around, I noticed I got an email from Korean Airlines, and it sort of thanked me for the number of miles I've used on their flights, so I was in a different class now. And that was going to be handy when I found the lounge. When I found where the lounge was, there was a woman on duty all night, and I showed her my email, and I showed her my boarding pass, and she said they'd given me 4 lounge passes. There was 2 of us, so that was good for this time and another. Pictures you see in the chairs, they have a relaxation room, and they had I had a massage table there that does your arms, your back, your legs, and feet. And a lady showed me how to use it, and when she was leaving, said, "I'm leaving," because everything else was sort of taken. There's another nice chair for my wife that I think worked on her back some. Food started arriving around 6 or 6:30, and they had a pretty good variety of a lot of tasty things, even alcohol if you wanted it, which we weren't really into. But overall, it was a great experience, much more comfortable chairs, choice of foods. And unlike some things, I think like United, where it was good for 3 hours, this was good for our entire 16-hour layover. You could have 3 meals, which we did, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a comfortable place and the seats were much more comfortable than standard airport seats. Eventually we boarded our plane. They said a 4-hour flight, but I think they allowed 4.5 hours, and we waited at the airport a while till there were runways open. This is the boarding area, and this flight was pretty much full, like the other flight was pretty much all full.
Regulations for our in-flight health and safety requirements. All passengers who are 6 years old and above must wear a face mask on board of flight, except when eating or drinking. When worn, the face mask must cover the wearer's nose and mouth. In the interest of safety, our staff will also be carrying out checks on the cabin baggage.
The exit door and follow the instructions of the cabin crew.
We are approaching Cebu Island. As you can see, we landed safely in Mactan Airport. The airport was easy to deal with. We are at a new restaurant in Avida in IT Park. And here we are at the Metro Market in IT Park. Thank you for watching.